worst was spared. The hydrofluoric acid was not released. There were just a couple of minor injuries on site, which is pretty amazing, given the size of that fireball seen from space, felt by homes as far as 30 miles away. 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday, the fire was put out ultimately on Saturday afternoon. From a business angle, here's the bad news. In the last hour or so, I've learned that from a number of sources that the alkylation unit, forget what that is, it's necessary to run the refinery, has been completely blown to bits. In other words, it is completely decimated. What that means is that the Girard Point part of this factory, which, by the way, this is 2 refineries in one. One's called Point Breeze, one's called Girard. Right over that white tank, you can see the blackened out hull. That's exactly what exploded. This is the bigger of the 2 refineries, about 200,000 barrels a day, the other one about 130. With that alkylation unit gone, it is unclear when or if this refinery is going to be able to reopen. Now, the company itself has said that the facility is operating at a reduced capacity. I have tried extensively to get more information from them. Let's just say they have been less than helpful, although it's clear they've got a lot on their plate. What you may not know is that the other side of the refinery, Point Breeze, has been shut down effectively for 2 weeks because they had a separate fire 2 weeks ago. 2 fires, one more serious in 2 weeks' time, guys. We're trying to get more information on when that will come back. But here's the point, David. That alkylation unit, by a number of estimates, would cost over $100 million to rebuild. This is a facility that filed for bankruptcy last year, and according to Tudor, Pickering and Holt, only has about $86 million in cash on the books. It's the oldest operating refinery in America and the biggest on the East Coast. And with this happening, it is unclear when or perhaps if this plant will reopen.
Wow. Should we take a look at the creditors, it would seem like, Brian, in terms of trying to understand perhaps the future for this asset?
Yeah, and the reason we mentioned the creditors is that unlike most refineries, which are, going to be owned by Chevron or Exxon or Saudi Aramco, this facility is owned by Wall Street. The majority owners are the creditors out of bankruptcy, a company called Barden Hill Investment Management, a Manhattan-based firm. We have a call into them. Credit Suisse Asset Management is also a majority owner. A minor partner is Carlyle Group that owned it when it went into bankruptcy. And then the smallest owner is actually somebody in the business, Enterprise Transfer Partners. By the way, about 5% of demand for gasoline from Maine to Miami comes out of this facility. Doesn't sound like a lot, I get it, but 5% offline for a long time, guys, could add up. The big winners are seen as PBF, Valero, and Phillips 66, who are going to increase their run rate to try to make up the demand lost from this facility.